Alright everyone, welcome back again to more Trails to Azure. We just recently fought against Randy's uncle, and it was a pretty awesome battle, considering the fact that it was it was timed, and we only have 5 minutes, which was going by real fast, so I couldn't really stand up to him for that long. I know you can beat him in under that time limit if you are fast enough, if you skip all the battle animations as well as know what you're doing. But I unfortunately didn't make it to that point, and as much as I wanted to do a redo, I just decided to just go along with it and just see how it goes. But anyways, guys, we're going to continue on. We're at the beginning of Chapter 4, and I plan on seeing that through all the way to the end of this game. So if anything else, thank you again. Hope you all enjoy, and let's do this. Alright everyone, welcome back again. We got a lot of things we need to do, but first and foremost, we're going to check up on all the people that we've spoken to and, well, pretty much suffered the tragedy of what was going on. So let's see how they're doing. I've got a stuffed plush here that Kia would probably love to bits. I think I'll go and give it to her. Lloyd looked for Kia and gave her the stuffed plush as a gift. You're very welcome. A new decoration was added to Kia's room. Oh, what is this? What? What? Oh, you can look at it. I was like, wait, why is there an exclamation point? It's a shining palm cushion. See you later, guys. Have fun. Thanks, Kia. We're off. I guess that's the last time I'll be hearing that for a while. You're really gonna miss her, aren't you? It takes nerves of steel to pull yourself away from someone like Kia. Just the thought of it is almost too much to bear. I'm gonna miss you too, Noelle, but don't get too sad about it, okay? You and Frank can come over and play once she gets better. Ah, Kia, of course we will. You heard the girl, Noelle. Best get to rebuilding the CGF better than ever so you can transfer back here ASAP. It's also important that Fran recover quickly as much as she can help it. Well, you can be sure that I'll put in all the effort I can give. If it reunites us with Kia's smiling face even 1 second faster, it'll be more than worth it. There she goes. Make something a mission and she'll stop at nothing to see it through. That was nice. I like that. Alright, let's go. We have a couple of other places to visit anyway. Before we start off with the request that we got. So let's get on to that too. Yeah, we'll have to learn how to drive next, huh?
私もすごく残念です。この子、個人的にもかなり気に入ってましたし。でも、ロイドさんたちももうかなり運転できますよね。
ああ、休みの日なんかノエルに鍛えてもらったしな。
Oh, they learned already. Even better.
わかりやすくてとっても助かっちゃったわ。
でも結構スパルタだったよね。総長っていうより鬼軍曹って感じだったかな。
それは君が減らず口ばかり叩くからでしょ。やればちゃんとできるのに交通ルールも覚えてこないし。
厳しく教えられるのも軍人には必要な資質だからな。とりあえず今日いっぱいはプロの運転を堪能させてもらうぜ。
ああ、ノエル、よろしく頼むよ。
はい、お任せください。
Alright, Central Square next. Hey there, Lloyd. How are you guys doing? Good morning, Special Support Section, Sergeant Major Seeker. Good morning to you too. Are you stationed here for today, friends? This is usually Kate's post, isn't it? Yeah, Officer Kate is working on a different case elsewhere. I was assigned here to cover for her. I assume that has something to do with the red constellation still in the Bell of Crossbell. That would be part of the motivation behind strengthening the patrols in this area, no? It's only natural. That bell is part of the state's cultural heritage after all. Maybe it's just window dressing, but the CGF was ordered to guard this spot too. We have no lead as to why they stole the bell or where it was taken to, correct? Unfortunately, yeah, the CBD and CGF are currently on the hunt, but no luck thus far. What the hell are my uncle and his merry band of jackasses trying to pull with this? It's not exactly the easiest thing to up and walk away with either. They would have had to go through a lot of trouble. Well, for now, we'll just leave the others to track down the bell and focus on our own work. Bye for now, friends. Best of luck guarding the city. Thanks. See you later, Lloyd. Alright. Next up, the bakery. If I remember, it would be over here. Nope, that's Tally's. It would be over here. Past it. Welcome to Morgus. We've got a new kind of bread for sale. Here, try a sample. Oh, even better. Thanks, Bennett. We'll have some later. Do I want to shop? Nah. How are you doing? Katarina. They're having a reconstruction sale today, so some of the bread is half off. It's not often they put things up at a discount, so I plan to splurge and buy myself a few baker's dozens. Sure. Alright, let's go to the government district. Woo, look at this. How to make a decadently sweet chocolate. Why not try making some at home? There's a recipe for sweet chocolate written here. Woo. I don't think I've ever been here. Oh my, woo, what? That pie looks fantastic. And who are you, miss? Pianist. Let's see, what song shall I play next? It's fancy. I like it. Alright. Let's check up on Michelle. Oh, by the way, I started playing that Palm Party Orbo game the other day. You guys want to have a go at it? We can have ourselves a friendly little match if you're free. Oh, that's what. Okay, good to know. Alright. Back to, nope. Head on to the jazz bar next. Dudley. Dudley, this is a surprise. My thoughts exactly. This is the last place I expected to run into all of you. You're back to handling your support request today, is that right? Yeah, we're helping however we can. If you don't mind us asking, have you heard anything new about the Red Constellation's whereabouts? Hardly. Tracking them down has been a thorn in the 1st Division's side. We expected the Imperial government to make a statement, but there's been nothing but radio sounds from Erebonia. If they are planning something, he'll probably come during the referendum. Our division is working tirelessly to be prepared for anything when the day comes. I can't imagine. What brings you here then? You're looking pretty down in the dumps. Didn't take you for the type to drown his problems away. While I do imbibe from time to time, I would never do so before noon, let alone while I'm on the job. This is merely a carbonated beverage. You did a good job fooling me, the way you've been nursing that glass. What about you, Bannings? Do you drink? Sure, but not often. Huh. At least that's one way you haven't taken after Guy. Did you used to drink here with my brother, Dudley? Yes, on rare occasions. In fact, it was Guy who introduced me to Garant. He always had a knack for tracking down holes in a wall like these. With the way he liked looking for trouble? Yeah, I'll bet. So which of you two held his liquor better? There's no way you two didn't try to outdrink each other at some point. No comment. What I will say, Orlando, is that Guy and I have hollower legs than any of you greenhorns could ever dream of. Keep talking, Sudsley. You ain't ever seen me hit the bottle. I'll leave you so sloshy you'll be thinking you put beer goggles in the morning, Four Eyes. I'd be happy to drink you under the table some night, Orlando, if that's what you really want. Okay, easy guys. Even when it comes to alcohol, Dudley has a hyper-competitive streak. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. That was pretty cool. Alright, let's check out this area. It's locked. The First Division's investigation is over, so it should be empty inside. They disappeared without a trace in that airship. Just where could they have gone? The CGF is still keeping a lookout for them. They haven't let down their guard since. Randy? Are you alright? Yeah, don't worry about me. I just need to settle things once and for all the next time I face them. Yeah, you're right. Alright. Nice little, I guess, segue into some minor storyline there. Ooh, what's this? A book entitled Classic Oven Cooked Meals is resting here at room temperature. Stamina steak. Ooh. Get a load of this. My old man's actually working in broad daylight. It's probably because the landlord said they'll toss us out if he doesn't help with the reconstruction. Hey, quit running your mouth, Vaughn. Should be helping too, you know. Alright. What's going on here? Even though Heiyue's office was destroyed, things have calmed down pretty quickly around here. Imagine the upcoming referendum is keeping most of the citizens out of the doldrums. A lot can change when people's backs are against the wall. Something tells us we're going to see that in the results. There was a speeding dude here. I gotta talk to him. Where the hell did he go? How did I miss him? No one has seen Heiyue since the raid. We couldn't find anything useful in what's left of their office building either. Either they're hiding somewhere in Crossbow or they fled the state entirely. Just where did they run off to? Good question. They're hiding though. Working hard, everyone? Oh, Sergeant Major Seeker. Hello, ma'am. If the Sergeant Major is here, then that must make all of you the Special Support Section. Was there something you needed from the Guardian Force? No, it's nothing like that. We just wanted to see how things are with the IBC building after the explosion. How bad is it? Probably about as much as you're thinking. All that's left is a burnt-out husk. I get the feeling it's going to be nearly impossible to rebuild it. They're still assessing the full extent of the damage, however. Elle, what are you doing here? Belle! You're here too, Mariabelle. Yes, I came to inspect the IBC myself. Would you all care for a little chat? It's been a while, Mariabelle. We haven't really had a chance to meet after our stay at the resort. Yes, it's been far too long since we last spoke face to face. I understand that you were present when the building was destroyed. What matters most though is that you're all safe. Same to you, Belle. We heard that you were in Michelin at the time of the incident. Thank goodness you're alright. Oh, Ellie. You were that worried about me? That must be true love speaking. But Belle, you're my best friend. Of course I was worried about you. You know, you're surprisingly chill for someone whose family business just went up in flames. He's right. I'm impressed by how well you're keeping it together. And I must be doing a fine job maintaining the facade. Don't think for a second that I'm indifferent to the gravity of the situation. So it really is that bad then? The guardsman just told us all that's left is a burnt-out husk. Bad doesn't even begin to describe it. Of all the catastrophes in the world, the IBC building was blown sky high. I personally escorted Miss Croy to the site earlier, and it's just as grim as she says. We were hoping to recover the Sepith ingots stored in the basement as well as the contents of our vaults. Frankly, I've given up on that at this point. Reconstructing a completely destroyed building is more than we bargained for. It'll take time just to clear the rubble. Thankfully, we were able to transfer the bank's day-to-day operations to Orcus Tower for the time being. I heard about that. It was impressive how quickly you were able to restore the IBC's backup data. Evidently, other countries felt the same. Well, building in precautions is simply a natural step in systems administration. We're able to serve our customers at Orcus Tower now too, so it's not all bad news. But that doesn't mean I don't still want to burn the Red Constellation down in return. I'm spread thin even on the best of days, and now those barbarians have increased my workload tenfold. If I ever see them again, I won't hesitate to tear each of them limb from limb myself. I've never seen her so furious. That reminds me, Belle. What happened to your precious Rosenberg dolls? I don't suppose they were caught in the blast too. Oh, them? The maid who cleans my room stored them in their trunks and carried them to safety as per the emergency protocol I arranged. So fortunately, my little darlings are all safe and sound. Good planning truly does pay off. It's one of the few silver linings in this mess. Well, at least she can rest easy knowing her dolls are safe. If only she cared about my well-being as much as she does theirs. Excuse me, Mrs. Croy, but it's almost time. Cannot read today, guys. It's been lovely chatting with you all, but all good things must come to an end. We'll have to catch up again some other time, if you would excuse me. Not a problem. We didn't mean to keep you from your busy schedule. Until next time, Belle. Have a good day. Alright, I guess we visit Orcus next. Oh, where am I going? Oh my, look at this. I still love this design though. Alright, can I go to the topmost floor, please? Is this the roof? Wait, I've been to the roof, so hold on. Hold on. Oh yes. Alright. Oh my god, who the... Look at this dude over here. I knew coming up here again would be a good idea. I was planning on taking this time to get through this book I brought, but the view is just too captivating. You can try giving it a read yourself though if you like. Agnes 10. Thank you so much. Can I... damn, I have to leave the building for me to use the shortcut. Alright, I'm gonna fast travel in a bit again. I think the only Agnes book I'm missing thus far would be... Hold on a second, wrong one. Five. Holy crap, I have almost everything but 5. I hope I can buy it. That would suck if I don't have it. Alright, we're about done talking to everyone we need to speak to. I think we have one more to go. Next will be... Oh, Arios. Arios? The Triple S. I didn't expect to see all of you here. By the way, we read about what happened at Orcus Tower in the latest Crossbell Times. The article said you took the Jaegers head on. Damn, dude, good job. You flatter me. Don't forget that I had Dudley to rely on too. There's no need to be so modest. Incidentally, the grave you came to visit today. Is it safe to assume whose it is? Saya McLean. Shizuku's mother. She passed away in an accident 5 years ago. Shizuku's mother. And your wife. That was the same accident the kiddo lost her eyesight in, yeah? Arios? Is something wrong? No. Not at all. I finished my business here. It's time I take my leave. Oh, right. It was good seeing you, Arios. Listen well, Lloyd. Crossbell is on the brink of an era unprecedented in its history. But no matter what happens, no matter what circumstances are thrust upon you, or what trials lie ahead, never lose sight of what's most important to you. Huh? And just like that, he's gone. What the hell was that all about? Beats me. I was unable to parse it myself, but it almost felt like a warning. What were you trying to get at, Arios? I think I got the hint. It's a lot, like, it's said a lot in most stories anyway. Like, always remember what you're fighting for, who's most important in your life. Don't ever forget the true purpose of what you're doing. Because during stories like this, people tend to forget their main objective, you know, and they overlook the important things in the lives that occur during the moments like this. You know, we all met people, and you can't forget that the people in your lives that you've connected with and bonded with are most important. They actually help form who you are today, or inform who you are today, as well as keeping you in check. Alright, let's get to what was it? We have Crossbell City support request. Which one's this one? Never Ending Nightmare. Yep. Rebuilding. We got rebuilding. Charity case. Business Owners Association is holding a charity drive. Oh Father, where art thou? Armand and Ellie. Let's start with this one then. East Street, right? Yep. Alright. Our first request in a while. Let's do this. Alright, something tells me they're gonna be in, No. There we go. Oh, look at that. There. Look, Armand, he's fast asleep. He sure is, Ellie. Another Ellie. Our little boy's sleeping like the angel he is. And again, his mother is one too, so I'm hardly surprised. Oh, Armand. Sorry for interrupting, but would you happen to be Armand? Who's asking, if I may? We're with the Crossbow Police Special Support Section. We're here to respond to the support request you submitted. Oh, so you're the ones. Thank heavens you're here. This is wonderful, Armand. It's finally happening. You're right, Ellie. I put so much on your shoulders ever since you gave birth to our baby. It makes me feel just awful not being able to do more for our family. Now, Armand, you've told me you wouldn't say things like that anymore. Don't you remember the promise we made the first time we held him together? No matter what happens, we're gonna get through this together. You, me, and our precious baby boy. How could I ever forget? Oh, Ellie, how I love you. I love you too, Armand. They're like, oh my god. It's hard to get a word in with these two lovebirds. It's as if they're off in their own little world. I'll say. Apologies for interrupting the two of you again, but do you think you could tell us more about your request? No. Yes, of course. Sorry about that. We'd like you to search for a certain someone. I know this is a little sudden, but do you think you could commit to our request first before we continue? Help the lovebirds or fly the coop? Understood. Just leave it to us. You really mean that? We're saved, Ellie, and I've been at a total loss this entire time. Oh, this is lovely news, Armand. I can't tell you how happy I am. Good. Oh, look at that, Ellie. I just get the feeling Armin feels just the same. You know, I think you're right, dearest. The details, please. Right. Excuse us for that. I'll get right to explaining. Nice work, Tio. A never-ending Gehenna of watching them fawn over each other awaited us otherwise. Personally, I wouldn't have minded seeing them continue their amorous little asides. Now then, the person I'd like you to search for is my father. I was separated from him at a very young age. That must mean it's been decades since you last saw each other. Correct. My family and I currently live in Liberl, but as a child I lived in Crossbell. However, after my parents were divorced, I went to live with my grandparents on my mother's side in Liberl. I thought for sure I'd never see my father again. But you see, Armand and I recently had our first child, this little bundle of joy. When that happened, Armand said he wanted his father to meet his new grandchild no matter what. That's quite a story. He may have had a problem with my mother, but to me he'll always be my one and only father. I want to show him the happy family we built together. So we packed our bags and let my mother know we were going to Crossbell. However, let me guess, you don't have any leads on where your old man is these days, huh? Exactly. I thought he owned an estate in the residential district, but he's disappeared without a trace. I asked my mother about it, but she hasn't heard a word from him since the divorce. Hence why we're mounting a search. Armand and I have asked many different people for clues as to his whereabouts. From what we gathered, he moved to the downtown district after being hospitalized. But every time we go there, he's nowhere to be found. Maybe it was just bad timing? Like he was out buying groceries every time we stopped by? That seems like a stretch. Fortunately, our team is familiar with both the residential and downtown districts. Ellie, do you know of anyone who lived in the residential district who matches his description? Not that I'm aware. Could I ask for your father's name and profession, Armand? Sure, I tried asking my mother, but she didn't know if he was even still working the same job he used to. His name is Gable, and he was a member of the Crossbell Diet. Representative Gable? That guy, huh? You mean you know him? Yes, we ran into him during our quest a couple of months ago. In that case, we should start by visiting Lotus Heights downtown to see what we can learn. That's what I was thinking. We might find some clues as to why he hasn't been home. Thank you. I just know it was fate that led you to accept our request. We're counting on you. Find my father for us. Yes, please do. We'll do everything we can. Or, oh father, where art thou? Okay. Alright, so Lotus Heights first. Alright, before that we're gonna super save for now. We've been through a lot actually, so... Alright, let's do it. Lotus Heights. We can enter there. I believe it's a locked door. Because I remember visiting these areas before. The door is locked. Mr. Gable, are you home? I guess he's out. He must be. This is his apartment after all. What's going on over here? Oh, if it isn't the Triple S, back again on business, I take it. Morning, Tents. Would you happen to know where our favorite former Diet member has run off to? Haven't seen him in about a week. Why? Is he in some kind of trouble? Not exactly, no. Lord explained that they were searching for Gable at Armand's request. You telling me that boy came all the way from Lebro to look for him? Well, how about that? Gable's one lucky father. Have you met Armand before? Sure did. He and his wife dropped by the apartment last week and we had ourselves a chat. Thing is, Gable had already run off by that time. He didn't bother telling me where he was headed, and I didn't think to ask. Damn, face first into a dead end. This isn't going too great. Now, hold on just a moment. There might be someone who knows what happened. Who? A man who lives over on West Street. He helped Gable out when he was still a member of Diet. Even after Gable moved on, he stopped by to check in on him all the time. He lives at Villa something. That's the name of his apartment. This is merely a wild assumption, but I speculate the name is only partially correct. Yeah, but I think I have an idea where he means that the place is on West Street. We appreciate the help, Mr. Tance. I'll mention it. You can thank me by helping Armand and his wife get in contact with Gable. Clark Gable? Every time I hear that name, I keep thinking Clark Gable. I know where it is too. It's that villa. The villa, which I also forgot the name too. No, not my garage. Not my garage. Is it this one? Or is it the one here? I need to be able to read it. Villa. It might be this one. Yeah. Alright, there's one of this. Old Man Levick. Oh, if it isn't the Triple S, how can I help you? Sorry to barge in like this, sir. We just wanted to ask, does the name Gable ring any bells for you? Oh, you know the man. Yes, Gable was an old protege of mine back when we were in the Diet. Bingo. Well, you see, the Triple S explained that they were trying to reunite Gable with Armand and his family. Huh, I see. So they put in a request for you today. You're in luck. Gable visited me just the other day asking for the best place to lay low in Crossbell. What a numbskull. What does he think he's running away from? His son and the lovely new family he started? I can only assume that this means you know of his whereabouts. But why is the guy in hiding anyhow? Doesn't make a lick of sense to me. Seriously, Armand and Ellie just wanted to see their baby boy. Well, far be it for me to speak on his behalf, but... never mind. I'd best stay out of this one. But if you want your answers, he should be over in Amarka village. You'll find him there somewhere. Then you can ask him why he's being such a big chicken yourselves. Understood, and thank you for your cooperation. Okay, team, our former Diet member's hiding in Amarka. Let's get going. Ready when you are. God damn, he went far, huh? I thought he'd be around here. Can we borrow his car? No? How neat would that be, right? I'm already by my garage anyway. Just makes it so convenient.
あ、乗りますか？どこに行きますか？
Amarka.
お安いご用です。お待たせしました。
Okay, we made it to Amarka. Now, where could Gable be hiding? Let's check out any places that might be suspicious. It would be wise to speak to the villagers as well. I mean... that makes sense, I guess. If anyone's gonna know, it's gonna be Gofan, right? Oh, hello. Will you be staying with us tonight? We do have some rooms available. If Gable came to lay low in Amarka, there's a good possibility of him staying at this inn. Excuse me, we have a question for you. Is there someone named Gable staying here by any chance? Oh, Gable. He stops by to grab a bite to eat every so often. Only to eat? You mean he isn't renting a room at the inn? Nope, he's never checked in with us, at least not as far as I remember. I figured he's just liked our food enough to keep making trips out from the city. I wouldn't be so sure, bud. Something else is going on here. Maybe he has a relative in the village he's been staying with. If that were the case, Armand would have known to come here already. For now, we should take a look around. He might have found himself a good hiding spot to hole up in. Ah, hiding spot, huh? I may know one. Definitely not that one. Alright. Hold on a second. Nope. There was... hold on. Is this someone's home? Yeah, it's someone's home. Lloyd, what's on your mind? I could swear this shed wasn't locked the last time we were here. The sound just now. There's totally someone in there. I concur. Well, isn't that suspicious? Oh, don't tell me. Let's go speak with Chief Tolta. He may know something about all this. Oh, looks like we found them. I was like thinking where the shed was. Chief is downstairs. Hello, Chief Tolta. Welcome back to America, Triple S. What can I do for you today? Well, we have a bit of a strange question for you. Would there happen to be someone staying in the shed by your prairie? As a matter of fact, there is. About 3 or 4 days ago, a man suddenly came by and asked if he could lodge there for a while. I believe his name was Gable. We were right. But wait, why the shed of all places? Well, naturally, I offered to arrange a room at the inn for him, but he said he wanted the most inconspicuous place possible. He wouldn't tell me the details of his circumstances, so I assumed he was in a dire situation. I never guessed it would be all of you who were looking for him. Is he an accessory to a crime or something of that nature? No, nothing like that. Lloyd, we should probably explain everything to him from the beginning. That'd be for the best, yeah. Lloyd explained how the Triple S are searching for Gable on Armand and Ellie's behalf. So he's a former Diet member. And what's more, he faked a stay in the hospital to avoid punishment for tax evasion. Now that you mention it, I think I recall seeing a photo of him in the Crossbell Times. Not to worry though, this request isn't related to his dubious history with Mira. Would it be alright for us to speak with him directly, Chief Tolta? We aren't sure why yet, but he's been avoiding Armand and Ellie since they started looking for him. I suppose it would be alright. Until recently, I was on bad terms with my son as well. Our problem was that we weren't communicating. I wouldn't wish for anyone to end up in the same situation we were in. Not if I can help it. Thank you, Chief Tolta. Not at all. For now, follow me, everyone. This is Chief Tolta. Might I have a moment of your time? There are some people here who wish to speak with you. Could you please tell them to leave? I know I'm being unreasonable, but I don't want to see anyone right now. Please settle down. The people who came to see you aren't your son and his wife. Wait, how did you... Mr. Gable, can you hear me? This is the Crossbell Police Special Support Section. The police? What do you want with me? We don't mean to alarm you. We're here about a request we received from Armand and Ellie. What? We have no intention of bringing you out by force, nor do we have the authority to. If you insist upon it, we'll walk away empty-handed and explain the situation to Armand and Ellie. But before that, will you at least hear us out? He unlocked the door. Yeah, let's head inside. Hello, Mr. Gable. It's been a while. You've led us around on quite a chase. Well, congratulations, you found your man. You said my son and his wife have been looking for me? Save your breath, I won't meet with them no matter what you say. Why are you being so stubborn about this? That much should be obvious. My son Armand despises me, I'm sure of it. You think he despises you? Care to elaborate on that? I was involved in all manner of corruption when I was a part of the Diet. Status, power, and Mira were my sole motivations. To attain them, I turned my back on my family. My wife wasn't pleased, but she busied herself with raising Armand to distract from her discontent. I slipped deeper into my licentious ways, until one day I did something no married man with a child should ever do. While my wife was out of the house, I invited my mistress in. How could you? Damn, no wonder the two of you split up. It didn't take long for my wife to find out. She left me and took Armand back with her to Liberal. I don't know what they've been through since then, but I'm sure the divorce has caused them both much pain. I, on the other hand, was actually reinvigorated when all was said and done. The day I signed the divorce papers, I invited another woman to come fill the empty space in my estate. That's quite the story. And now I really don't feel bad off with the guy. A pretty damn skeezy one too. Guess you couldn't keep it in your pants. Much in the same way you cannot keep your mouth shut, Randy. Heh, he's not wrong. My son has every right to hate my guts. To top it off, I swore loyalty to the former Speaker of Diet, Hartman. But as soon as my tax evasion came to light, he tossed me aside like I was nothing. The truth is, I should be behind bars just like he is. As fate would have it, all I lost was my seat in the Diet. After all the despicable things I've done, how could I ever look my son in the eye? Oh, Gable. At least we have the whole story now. May I say something? What is it? What could you possibly have to say after all that? Let me be clear. I don't condone what you put your wife and your son through all those years ago. I especially don't approve of all the ways you abuse your position in the Diet. However, based on everything we've heard so far, there's no denying that you regret your actions. I agree. You've come to terms with your mistakes, and anyone would be able to see that you've paid your dues. As such, there is no reason to use your guilt as an excuse to avoid your family. But that's not all. From the impression I got, Armand doesn't resent you in the slightest. What? We met with him and his wife Ellie when they requested us to help find you. They're a loving family. You could see it in their smiles. Do you know what Armand said to us back when we accepted the request? I want to show him the happy family we built together. Him, his beloved, and your newborn grandchild. Exactly, Lloyd's telling the truth. They were so sweet on each other that my teeth were starting to hurt. He really hates you the way you think. If he really hates you the way you think he does, I sure couldn't see it past all the sappiness. You never know though. If his poker face is half as good as mine, it could all be an act. Maybe he's waiting until you're alone to take you out. I will take you out right now if you speak another word. Listen, the point, Gable, is that your son grew up to be a pretty stand-up kind of guy. We'd appreciate it if you could take our word for it. How about it, Mr. Gable? Could you find in you to see your family? Fine. How could I not after everything you just said? Really? You sure? I'm done lying. Now bring them here before I change my mind. Sure thing. I'll call them over right away. Look at Lloyd run, man. Go. Lloyd hurriedly got in contact with Long Lao. Armand and Ellie were then told to come to Amorca village as soon as possible. The triplets agreed to wait outside the shed till Gable could mentally prepare himself. My father's in this shed? As hard it might be to believe, yes, he's in there. We spoke with him and he promised to meet you both. Thank you so much. I can't imagine why he'd be hiding in a place like this, but we're in your debt regardless. Isn't this wonderful, Armand? I'm finally going to meet my father-in-law. We'll have to apologize for not inviting him to our wedding. Oh, my dearest Ellie, how can it be that your soul is so pure? Your heart is as untainted as fresh snow, and that, my dear, is why I love you so. He speaks in poetry, man. What the hell? Oh, Armand. Get in the shed. Sorry. Sorry about that. You say sorry too, Armin. Sorry. Goo. Goo. Good job, Armin. I don't think I can take much more of this. Moving on, Gable's waiting inside for you. Take as long as you need. Thank you, sir, we will. Let's go in, Ellie. Of course, Armand. I honestly didn't think we were gonna see this whole family reunion. I thought it was just gonna skip along and then, you know, we'd move on. Ah. Is that really you, Father? It's been so long. Yes. I suppose it has, Armand. Around 15 years, in fact. And she must be. Pleased to meet you, sir. I'm Armand's wife, Ellie, your new daughter-in-law. I see. It does my heart good to know my son has found a fine young lady like yourself. That's very sweet of you. And in your arms, is that? Yes, this is our son, Father. Armin, why don't you say hello to your grandpa? Good boy, Armin. Say, Armand, I know I've given you and your mother more grief than could ever be forgiven. I'm not sure what you mean. But more importantly, look at this. Armin's eyes shine like pure sapphires. You know what? I don't think the mother told him. That's why it comes off like he's so, oblivious to it. They're just like Ellie's, as clear and beautiful as the midday sky. Yes, but he has your ears, Armand. Every time I see them, I just want to eat them up. Oh, Ellie, for as long as I live, I'll never let you go. Nor I you, Armand. We'll be together forever. The dad's like, oh god. Oh, he's gonna cry. Father, what's wrong? Perhaps he's not feeling well, Armand. No, I'm fine. Truly, I am. Thank you so much, everyone. Because of you, I was able to reunite with my father and introduce him to our new family. He looks so happy about it, too. I'm glad we could help out. Speaking of Mr. Gable, is he staying in the shed? Yes, he said he needed some time to think before he heads home later. We were partway through our conversation when all of a sudden he turned around and refused to look us face to face. I wonder what that was all about. Could he have been? I guess even corrupt Diet members can still shed a tear every now and then. How very edifying. They grow up so fast, don't they? No need to worry, you two. I think what they mean to say is that he'll be alright. So, what do you plan to do now? Well, I've been looking forward to reuniting with my father for so long. More than anything, I want us to find a way to stay in touch. I thought your mother's gonna take it very well. But I'd like for him to come and visit us in the Brill someday. We'll be wishing you the best of luck with that. He doesn't seem to have any plans to return to the Diet, so I think he'll agree to it sooner or later. Now I have another reunion to look forward to. Isn't that right, my dearest Ellie? Of course, my darling Armand. Ever since we first held our child, we've sworn to give him a life full of happy memories like today. Little Armand met his grandfather. I can hardly wait to give him some brothers and sisters too. God, this... Wow, that's some dedication, huh? That's love. You, me, and a house full of wonderful, lovable children. Together we'll become the greatest family in the entire continent. Oh, Ellie, I love you so. And I you, Armand. I could have gone without hearing that last part. So, we're cool here, right? Request complete? Indeed. I don't think we could ever repay you for making all of this possible. We'll be returning home to La Brill soon. Thank you again for all your help. Safe travels. You know, Ellie, we already came all this way. What do you say we go take in the sights? That sounds wonderful, Armand. Oh, Ellie. Oh, Armand. Nge. Those two never let up, do they? That they don't. In a way, I'm almost jealous of what they have. Seeing them like that made me want to visit my parents. You too, Ellie? I was just thinking I should probably spend some time with my mom soon. You kids have my thanks as well. I'll look after Gable until he's ready to return to the city. Don't mention it, Chief Tulta. Thanks for your help. We should get going too. And away we go. Wow, good. Finally. Alright, super save.